Time now to catch up with the Owls of Kennesaw State. They made the move to FBS in Conference USA last year. They had that huge upset win over Liberty, second year in the league. And we welcome them to the set with first-year head coach Jerry Mack, wide receiver Christian Moss, defensive back Jericho Washington. Welcome, guys. Great to have you here, and looking forward to seeing what the Owls have in store for 2025. Coach, welcome. How's everything going so far here? That was a lot probably on your plate.
It's been a whirlwind so far, but all good. You know,
yeah.
our guys have done a really good job this summer preparing themselves. Staff has got a little break from a vacation standpoint, so everybody's back in the building now, ready to rock and roll.
There is so much new, right? So many newcomers this upcoming season.
Yes,
what is that going to be like? How do you get it all together? How do you get this team to mesh?
You know, a biggest thing is the chemistry, right? Like you talking about, we brought in really over 60 new players or new people in the building, along with coaches and support staff, and just trying to make sure everybody's on the same page consistently. And I think that's a day-to-day grind to try to figure what that looks like. We're always fighting every single day to just try to get our culture the way we would like it to be. And I think the biggest thing is bringing the right people in the building. You know, the vision that we have for this program, the people that we bring in the building, I talk about all the time. I want it to feel like Disney World. Like, you know, nobody's ever down when they go to Disney World. Everybody's always excited. So that's one of the biggest things that, you know, as we address recruiting, as we brought certain coaches and support staff, we wanted to make sure everybody had great alignment. The same thing that made me want to take this job is the alignment piece.
Yeah. What do you do when you take over, right? And there's, you know, you have to address, hey, what did we have before? What are we bringing in? What are we going to be like this upcoming year? How long and hard is that process to evaluate and figure out what you have and what you can do? I know what you might want to do, but you got to adapt to the personnel.
No doubt.
How hard has that been?
It's extremely hard because you're constantly trying to evaluate film. You're constantly trying to put some things together. You're constantly trying to figure out from a standpoint of, you know, what our schemes look like and the personnel that we're bringing in. And it all has to fit, you know, from our strength staff all the way down to our DFO. All those people have to be on the same page. So constantly watching film from a standpoint of, does this player fit the scheme and does he fit what traditionally I've been able to do? And not all the things that I've been able to do in the past places are really going to fit here. Some things are going to be a lot different. Some things are going to be very similar. So the goal and the challenge for us as a program and as our coaching staff is to try to figure out what we do best more than anything. It doesn't matter run, pass, all that really doesn't matter because these guys to the left of me, they make all those things happen and they make the magic.
Obviously, people familiar with the program and the area know about it, but I just visited there. I had done a game there, but a couple years ago for the first time, and I was like, wow, this is really cool here. I mean, obviously, you're not far from Atlanta.
Right.
Georgia, incredible area, talent is outstanding. You expand on that if you can, please, about what Kennesaw State is all about, the area, the town, all the players and facilities around that, you know.
No doubt. One of the fastest growing programs as a university in the country. Right now, we're about 47,000 plus students. We're about 25 miles from downtown Atlanta, 25 minutes, I'm sorry, from downtown Atlanta. You know, we have the Battery where the Braves play at right around the corner as well. And then not only that, from a recruiting standpoint, just the state of Georgia itself, the talent in that state, the talent just in our area. When you talk about Cobb County, you know, we've made a commitment as a coaching staff to recruit more in the Cobb County where, you know, it's football heaven up there. It's high school football heaven. So we trying to get in all those different entities, all those different schools, and just trying to make people aware Kennesaw State is here. It's a opportunity. You have over 150 majors as well. There's a great opportunity here for, you know, you to really build your brand, you to go to school, get a great degree, affordable degree. It's not too expensive to go to school here. And at the same time, you know, being in Conference USA now is going to put us on a national brand and give us national exposure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Christian, what about for you? What's it like? Give me your perspective and, you know, how it is at Kennesaw State.
So I grew up in the area, so, you know, I went to school with a lot of the guys on the team, and just being in the area is great. A lot of athletes all over the region, all over the county. So just being able to see some of the guys that I've grew up with and played together with mesh together on the team right now, it's been great.
How about you, Jericho?
So I'm from Atlanta, so It's not too far from my house, probably like 40 minutes away. And then like just the student body, like outside of my teammates, you know, just the people I meet on campus each day. You know, it's fun to be around the staff and all those different things like that.
How you doing over here? What do you got? Just a little sprain? Tell me, how is it? We okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Cast comes off on the 1st.
Okay, good. All right, we'll make sure. I know we're always tight-lipped about injuries, so hopefully you're doing okay. You guys got great suits on here too, by the way, man. There's going to be. We need to have like an all-conference USA suit team, or our best dress because it looks awesome. Are you having fun so far here today? I know there's a lot more going on here, just with this show, with Media Day here in. What is it like?
It's been great. The experience for these student athletes to come down here and just kind of see Conference USA. They've done some things off-site where it's financial literacy and just kind of learning about the area, learning about the community, learning about all the things that Conference USA brings to the table. And I think it's really great for student athletes to get that exposure and just see it's more than just football. It's so many things that, being a college student athlete nowadays brings and affords you, but also too, you are a role model, you are a mentor to so many young people that look up to you.
Okay, we've been asking everybody about this. I know you have a lot of newcomers, but if we can get to kind of key returners, if you will, whatever that looks like, offensively, defensively, special teams, tell us about it as we kind of give a little bit of a feature on what we can expect for this year.
Yeah, I think from the office perspective, this young man sitting to the left of me, Christian Moss, has done a great job of putting himself in position to be, to me, one of the premier receivers in this league, just to be honest with you. Also, too, on the offense side of the ball, we brought back Gabe Binyard, who was a guy that got hurt a little bit last year, but he had moments of really being really successful. And those are two guys that, they were some of the foundation and the base of this team. On the offense side of the ball, Davis Bryson, who's a quarterback last year, we moved him to receiver. He's kind of, like I always say, a fish to water right now. Like, he's really acclimated really well to playing that position. When you start looking on the defense side of the ball, we bring back several guys that were contributors last year on the defense side of the ball. Obviously, Jericho being one of those young men that we feel like can be a leader on the defense side of the ball, and a few other guys that don't want to slight anybody right now, but I really feel really good about Jericho and leadership and what he's bringing to that whole unit.
Christian, we'll start with you. Outside of football, what do we enjoy doing? What have you done during the off season? I know you're getting ready for the season, but tell me about what makes you tick and the things that you enjoy doing.
I really enjoy playing the game with my teammates. I feel like that's one way we all bond together. And then fishing. I've been going fishing with Taekeem and a lot of my other teammates. That's kind of one thing that we've been bonding and doing outside of football.
We're going to hear from Taekeem in a minute here as well, but outside of, where do you fish? Where do you guys go?
Marietta, just places around Kennesaw. Yeah, it's a lot of ponds around the area that we go to.
Okay. And how often are you able to kind of get out and do these things? Because, I know school and football takes up a lot of time right now, but how much time do you have to be able to get some other activities in?
I'd probably say we go every other day, kind of in the evening. It's real daytime, so we go around 5, 6 o'clock in the evening.
Jericho, what about you, man?
My favorite thing to do is play the game. I play the game every day, every night. Now also, I love eating candy. So I like to go to the gas station and get me a bag of candy.
Nice. What's our favorite?
My favorite right now got to be Skittle gummies.
Skittle, yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, oh, I've actually had those. Do you like the sour ones too?
No, I don't like the sour ones.
You don't like the sour ones?
It's the original, the red bag.
Okay.
Those are my go-to.
The Sour Patch Kids, you like that at all, or?
I like those too. I like all types of gummies for real.
Okay. I go to Good and Plenty every once in a while. The Good and Plenties. You know what I'm talking about there?
Haven't heard.
You haven't had? No?
I haven't heard.
You can get that Walmart, Dollar Store. It's like purple. It's like licorice, like a little small thing. Coach knows about
I
this,
know
right?
exactly.
We're
showing our age a little bit, but I know
right.
exactly.
Yeah. I guess it's old school. Good and Plenty. Yeah, that's cool. All right. But because you're so active, you were able to do that. You can have as much as you want, probably at this point, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to do? Football is done, whenever that is. I know you want to keep playing as long as you possibly can. What's your goals and aspirations personally? We'll start with you and then hit up with Christian.
I'd love to be a coach one day, or also an athletic director, just to stay around the game of football. I've been playing it since I was 6. So, just being around that game, it's brought joy to my life. So I just love to be around that.
What about you?
I'm actually doing my internship with the athletic department. I would like to be an athletic director as well. Nice. Just staying in the sports world, that's kind of my passion. So I want to pursue that.
What have you learned so far? Who have you met? How's it been?
It's been good. I've kind of just been shadowing. They've had me help with a lot of the shipment that comes in and just being around and watching and soaking it all in.
Yeah. No, it's a great thing. I mean, I talked to people a lot over the years in terms of getting those internships and meeting people. Like, sometimes it's not exactly even like what you're actually asked to do, but it's like, this is your in. Like, it's your opportunity to kind of meet people and further your career, build those relationships, right, Coach, as you talk about. I mean, that's key for these guys.
That's key. You know, people hire people that they trust. They hire people that they know. They hire people that they feel like is going to do a great job. And that's one of the things we try to, you know, tell these young people all the time, that, you know, you're always on an interview. Somebody's always watching you. Someone's always trying to have their eyes on you. No different than me. I'm always looking for those coaches, those young coaches that I feel like are on the up and coming. So maybe one day as we have transition, you're able to hire those guys.
Let's hear from another one of your guys who's on your side there, Christian. You play a lot with on the wide receiver, Tae Wallace. Here he is.
I started playing football when I was probably like about 4 or 5 years old. I started running track kind of late, probably like when I was 6 or 7, because I ain't think I was really fast until I started running track. When I was in high school, I concentrated more on football because in South Georgia, you know, that also they talk about football, so that's all I really worked on. My track coach, Coach Ludgett, asked me, he was like, you know, you're gonna have to make a decision on whether you want to just play football or just run track, because you're pretty good at both. Coach Kidd had followed me in high school, but I ain't think none of it though. So, but when I got here, I asked Coach Bo could I run track, and Coach Kidd had already knew who I was, so it was like, it kind of worked out. And track developed me with football to run away from people. When I get the ball, I just feel like I'm just faster than everybody. You gotta be in shape for football, and then you gotta be in shape for track. I gotta get my body right for football, then after the season, I gotta get back in track shape now. So it's kind of hard. Coach Lovejoy, he always told me keep God first, like, and continue to do the same thing I did in high school. In college, you just gotta work harder because everybody fast. Everybody's training, so you guys just gotta do more. I had to grow up early, dealing with adversity too. It made me overcome a lot of things, and I appreciate Kennesaw for that.
We'll talk more about Tae in just a moment here as we bring up the schedule for Kennesaw State, and here's how it looks. And you know, we were talking to a lot of the sports information directors and people at all the programs in Conference USA, and everybody seemed to say one of the games that was highlighted on their schedule, which this one is the Liberty game. Of course, you had that huge upset win over them prior to your rival, Coach, but last year, so that is at the end of the season. What else is standing out to you as you look down this line of games here?
You know, for several different reasons, all those games are going to be important, especially, you know, where they're played at, you know, on the schedule. Wake Forest being the first game, that's who we are right now currently evaluating, scouting out right now because it's obviously the first game. You know, Indiana, a great opportunity for our young people to go play a playoff contender from last year. You know, so you know it's a high caliber game. And then the Merrimack game, you know, you talk about an opponent that's going to be our first game in our stadium for the 2025 season. So we're really excited about getting in front of our students. We're excited about getting in front of the community and just kind of putting a great product on the field to showcase all the hard work these guys have been putting in.
Yeah, what do the fans and people watching need to know about that, you know, and the support that you guys will have there, you know, with this school and what you're trying to do out the field? Tell everybody what they can expect.
They can expect us fast and physical. You know, we want to be explosive. Like I said, we have a lot to prove from last year, so just coming in, making a name for ourselves and dominating.
How's Tae? We just saw that feature. Now, came in as a running back, right? So now he's a wide receiver. You're hoping he's going to burn down the field and catch a few balls for you guys, right? What about him?
Yeah, Tae is great. You know, we put in a lot of work this offseason together. He's very fast, and he's just one of those guys that you can count on. He can do it all.
What about on your side of the ball, defensively?
Defensively, you know, we preach 11 hats to the ball. So everyone's going to be fast, be physical. You know, if your brother misses a tackle, you know, if it's 10 more guys there, you're able to bring them down. And then, you know, eliminate the mental errors. Mm-hmm. You know, they're going to happen. You know, we're human. Nobody's perfect. But just keeping it to a minimum, that's how we're going to be able to be the best.
Who's probably the funniest guy on the team? Give me some of the players that we need to keep an eye on besides yourselves, and give me some of that so we can kind of focus on a few while we see you guys this season.
Definitely incoming freshman. He's hilarious. I'm in the room with this guy every day, and he makes me laugh every single day. So just being around him has been fun, and I'm excited for the journey.
Yes. So he comes over to my room a lot as well. And Clayton is a character. I love that kid.
It's part of what you got to do to build like a championship type of winning team, right, Coach? And I know you're just getting going here, but it's like it's the locker room, right? It's the outside of football. Everybody thinks like, hey, just what we do on the field. It's like, no, you got to get these guys to really enjoy being around each other.
You do. I talk all the time. I want this whole program to feel like Disney World when guys walk into the building. Nobody's ever down when they go to Disney World. Everybody's always excited. Everybody's always want to be there. And the biggest thing is, I tell these guys as well, you know, it's our job as coaches to love them. It's their job to make sure they love one another. And that camaraderie, that fellowshipping that we're trying to create in that bond, that's only going to make sure that we have that same bond when we get tight games in the fourth quarter.
What else do people need to know about, you know, not only the team, but the university area, anything else? What kind of message would you like to kind of project out, you know, before we kick off this season?
Yeah, I just think Kennesaw State University is a great program. It's one of the new programs that I feel like is one of the on the cutting edge, on the fast pace and on the rise in the Southeast region. If you're looking for an opportunity, right there in the suburb of Atlanta, when it's talk about lifestyle, post-grad opportunities, we have that opportunity at our place to really propel and be a launch pad for whatever career that you want to go into. So when we start talking about recruiting, that's the biggest thing, is like Kennesaw State is a great place to really jumpstart your entire career, whatever you decide to do.
Christian, Jericho, give me your guys' final thoughts before I let you go here.
Just coming to the campus. You know, we're in a great location. We're right near Atlanta. Kind of a lot to do in the area. Great weather. So I think Kennesaw State is on the rise to be one of the best programs out there.
Yeah, like besides the athletics, just academics-wise, you know, it's a great school. We have one of the top nursing programs in the state. Then also the food. So the Commons, our cafeteria, is also nationally ranked. So I love to go into the Commons, you know, after practice and things like that.
And the fashion too. Don't leave without telling me where you guys get your suits and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, this suit's actually from Steve Harvey's collection.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that. I hear laughter in the background. That looks awesome. What about you, Christian? Where'd you get?
I went to K&G fashion store right down the street from campus.
Okay, that's it. That's perfect. So you got everything there. Coach, it's all right there.
Look, everything is right here. Everything that you want is right here at Kennesaw State.
Great talking to you guys. Wish you the best this upcoming season. Thanks again for all your time. Have a great one.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay.